Teenager Grace Staberg returns from Skimo Worlds with 4 top 10 finishes and a thirst for more. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, Breckenridge police believe a 32-year-old man stole $5,000 to $10,000 worth of high-end ski gear from the Peak 9 base area, leading to an arrest and reports of more stolen skis earlier this week. Investigators say Thomas Yako of Breckenridge stole more than 50 pieces of gear beginning in February this year. They recovered stolen goods from his residence during the arrest. He faces felony theft charges. Frisco Bay Marina is getting an upgrade this spring, starting with the Big Dig excavation project. But Mother Nature has other plans.
This snowpocalypse did in fact come. The good news is we know these things come.
That was Chris Guarino, Managing Director for Project Consultant NV5. The Big Dig was supposed to begin March 1st, but got delayed by several days. Good weather this week helped crews catch up on moving 85,000 cubic yards of dirt and dismantle the boat ramp retaining wall.
It truly is the Big Dig. It's the dirt work right now and the block wall.
So where is all that dirt going?
Everything we're digging, everything we're moving is being reused elsewhere.
Contractors hope to finish the Big Dig and other Phase 1 work by June 1st, with more phases to come.
This is just the beginning, so there's more work to come over the next several seasons.
Today, in the price of fun, the Big Dig cost $1.5 million, funded almost completely by more than $5.3 million in bonds sold by the town earlier this year. The town expects the entire marina renovation to cost about $13 million over the next several years, with no estimate yet for when all 4 phases will be finished. Tune in again next week for our latest report on what it costs to have a good time in Summit on The Price of Fun on Krystal 93. Summit County sent a dozen athletes to ski mountaineering world championships in Switzerland last week, including 8 youth athletes like Grace Staberg, a junior at Summit High School, who returned home yesterday with 4 top 10 finishes, the best of any local.
I was more competitive than I thought I would be. I thought I would be pretty near the back.
Staberg's a self-proclaimed vertical specialist and finished 6th in that race, but says it did not go as smoothly as expected.
It ended up being more a Nordic style race because of how flat it was. And I was not prepared for that, so that really threw me a curveball.
Her favorite was the individual race, where she also took 6th and had a ton of fun.
I was so nervous about the boot pack up the couloir, and I ended up loving it. And it was more adventurous than any Skimo racing I've done in the United States.
Staberg's season isn't over. She competes again at the Imperial Challenge and 5 Peak Skimo race, both held this April at Breck. If you're sick of skiing or need a break until the next powder day, get yourself a fat bike.
There's so many relatively easy trails here to practice.
That was Taylor Sheldon, a Breckenridge native and former pro road cyclist who now competes on fat bikes and mountain bikes. He recommends Boreas Pass Road for newbies, where foot traffic keeps the snow firm.
It's relatively flat grade. Just ride up for 20, 30, 40 minutes up to Baker's Tank. Definitely a good starting point.
Sheldon also recommends trails in French Gulch and reminds new fat bikers to watch their tire pressure. 5 to 6 psi is optimal for most conditions, but he'll run as low as 2 psi on fresh snow. In sports, the Nuggets played the Wizards today at 5 p.m. The Avalanche faced the Stars at 6:30. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Summit High Girls Soccer plays Eagle Valley at home today. Yesterday, girls lacrosse beat Denver South at home 14-11 for their first win of the season. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.